Hi there and welcome to another Midweek Memo. Who do you think you are? There's a question that gets asked in many different ways, but I want you to think back for a moment to the time you first got your school uniform. I've dug out one piece of my ancient school uniform here. This is my Madewell Hall rugby tour tie from 1994. You may well be wondering, was I any good at rugby? The answer is no, I was absolutely terrible. I feared the game greatly, but when I got given this tie, there was just a tiny bit of me that began to take some confidence that I was actually a rugby player and might have a chance on the field. All of us, I'm sure, at some stage got into a blazer that was too big for us or a pair of shorts that went way down below our knees. We had to grow into it. We got the uniform, that was our status, we belonged to the school, but we had to grow in to that uniform. When the Apostle Paul spoke to the Christians in Colossae, he wanted to say, you need to know who you are so that you can live out who you are. He said, since you've been raised with Christ, set your mind on things above. In other words, you are in Christ, you're connected to him. Now, be who you are. Now live that out in the rest of your life. The Apostle Paul felt that Christians needed to know their identity if they were going to live out the right way. And I guess it's the same for us today. There are many challenges, aren't there, in following Christ. And part of the way that we get lost sometimes is we forget who we are. So as you're facing whatever decisions that are up ahead for you at the moment, whatever challenges you've got in your life, why don't you start with this question? Who am I? Who has the Lord made me? And what does it look like to live out who I am today? A few Easter notices to share with you. First of all, as we get to the Easter weekend, it's Maundy Thursday and 8 p.m. communion here in church. The next morning on Good Friday, we have an all-age service at 10 a.m. That's going to be a creative retelling of the story of Good Friday. We're calling it Easter Around the Campfire. If you were there on Christmas Eve, it's that kind of feel. We're going to be interviewing the people around Jesus' death and learning together, all ages, what that means for us. Later on in the day at 2 p.m. we have our Good Friday meditation, a quieter service, more reflective, a great chance to think about what the cross means for us. And then on Easter Day, we have a 10 a.m. morning service. That's going to be for all ages, a great big Easter celebration. We'd love to see you there. There will be communion separately, directly after that service. And there'll also be an Easter trail for families in and around the church building, a great way to explore and share the Easter story with all ages there. Finally, in the evening at 6:30 p.m, we've got our prayer and worship night on Easter Sunday, a great chance again to rejoice together in the fact that the Lord is risen. Look forward to seeing you at some or indeed all of those things. Thanks for joining us.